Hi. So today's video, we're gonna quickly look at coordinate planes and then I'm gonna have you guys do an activity with it. So let's take some quick notes on coordinate planes. Just in your notebook, label it coordinate planes and then just draw this. You don't have to draw all the little lines. Just draw the x-axis and the y-axis and pause this whenever you need to catch up. Okay, so each one of these is called a quadrant, and there are four quadrants. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Quadrant, and there are four quadrants. All right, this is quadrant one. This is quadrant two, and we write them as Roman numerals. This is quadrant three, and then this is quadrant four. One way I remember that, this is called a coordinate plane. Coordinate starts with a C. So if we make a giant C, I would start in quadrant one, work my way over to quadrant two, go down to three, and then finish in four. So quadrant one, two, three, four. That's one way to remember it. The X and the Y axis are also easy to remember because Y has this long stem that goes down and the Y axis goes up and down. So Y, so down, Y is going up and down. All right. So those are some basic vocabulary words. The main thing is, I know many of you heard it in different ways, but we run before we jump. Okay. I've also heard, you walk to the elevator before you go up and down the elevator. Miss Herndon might have used that one if you had her last year. I just like we run before we jump. We can't jump and then run across the air. We're not cartoon characters. So we run before we jump, which means that when I start from the origin, the middle, this is called the origin, we run left and right, and then we jump up and down. Okay, we don't jump and then run. We run, then jump. Or if you're me, run, then fall. Okay, so um, you have a coordinate. Let's say -2, 4 is our first coordinate that we want to plot. Think of the x like a number line, okay? Negatives are to the left and positives are to the right. So if this is -2, +4, then I'm going to go backwards 2. And then positives would be up and negatives would be down. It only makes sense. Positives would be up, negatives would be down. So if I want to go -2, +4, I'm going to go backwards 2 because the negatives go this way and the positives come this way. And then my second number is a +4, so I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to plot my point right here. Okay. That's pretty much it. This just takes a little bit of practice. These are the basic notes for it. And then you guys just need to practice plotting different points. So we'll just put up a whole bunch of different points and we will plot them. Let's do -5, 3. Let's do -1, -3. Let's do a +5, -4, +8, +2, -7, -1. And then let's do some that are on the axis. So 0, 5, and -3, 0. Okay. So what I want you to do is plot these points for practice. The sub could even put points up there and then you have to identify the coordinates. So take some time to practice plotting these different points just on a graph on your notes. You can just, like I said, make an x-axis, make a y-axis, and then just make some, little lines. So for example, if I had a blank sheet of paper. Oops. I would just go like this. And then make about 10 lines going out in each direction. You guys will probably be able to be a little bit neater than this. And then just do about 10 lines out in each direction. And that'll kind of give you a feel for it. All right. And when you plot the point in your notes, so if you plot this here, right next to it, go ahead and write what the coordinate is, because these are our notes, so we want it to be organized. So if I was right here, I'm going to run +3. And then I jumped up 1, so that would be a +1. Okay. Once we feel like we're starting to get that, you guys are going to do Battleship. You can do it right on this Jamboard. This is in your Google Classroom. So you can go ahead and do it on here. You could even, if you wanted to do this on the Jamboard, you can do that as well. So with the Battleship game in the Jamboard, for those of you that know how to play Battleship, we're going to make some different points, okay? So, or some different ships. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. All right. We're going to put it right on those intersections. So we're going to have a couple different boats. Let me write some notes here. We're going to have a 2 boat. We're going to have a 3 boat, a 4 boat, and a 5 boat. Okay. All right. So that's my 2 boat. You're going to do this, but you're going to do it however you want to do it. I'm going to have my 3 boat. 1, 2, 3, and then connect the dots there. I'm going to put my 4 boat. It all has to be within this 5 by 5 coordinate plane. 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot go diagonal. It has to be side to side or up and down. Well, I guess I should have done the example down there. Oh, well. Should have done the example down here. Sorry. Okay, so again, sorry. We'll just make our boats down here. My 2 boat. Let's do a 3 boat. Four boat. And then you would put your 5 boat as well. You guys get the gist of that. All right. Whoop, got a little messy there. All right. So then I would have my 5 boat down, maybe down here. All right. So how you're going to play, you're going to get with a partner. And then once you're with your partner, you are going to name off a coordinate. So I might say to my partner, I think your boat is at -3, 2. So over here on this side, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, -3, +2 would be right here. Now, they're going to tell me whether that's a hit or a miss. So let's say my partner says that that was a hit. I'm going to go ahead and put an X to say that I hit one of their ships. Now it's their turn. They're going to go. They're going to say +1, +1. That would be right here. I would say that's a hit. They get to mark it on their board, whether it was a hit or a miss. And then it's my turn again. So let's say I'm going to say you are at -2, +2. And they say that's a miss. If it's a miss, I'm going to put a little circle there to say that's a miss. Okay. And then they're going to go, they're going to try to get my next ship. So let's say they say +2, +1. That would be a hit, and that would sink my battleship. Okay, so they got one of my ships. Once they get all my ships, or by the end of the class, whoever has the most hits wins the game. Okay, so this one over here is for you to mark your ships. This one over here is for you to mark your guesses from your partner. Okay, and just be smart about it. So if I went right here and I went right here, it's a miss. My next logical point would be either here, would be -1 to -3, +3 maybe -3, +1. Maybe I think it's going this way. Maybe it's -4, +2. So it's going to be somewhere around here, and I want to build off of that. Okay. It has to be within this 5 by 5 coordinate plane. So again, you're going to put your ships over here on the left, and then you're going to mark your guesses over here. These are your guesses. You don't mark your partner's guesses. They mark their own guesses. So these are the guesses, and then this is where you go draw your ships. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Have fun with it, and I will see you all tomorrow.